It's nice to meet you. It's Tarot, it's Aisha, pulling on the cards to help you find what you see. Yeah. Doing divination to help to guide the nation, increasing your vibration, relieving your frustrations. All right. Next up, Taurus. I love Taurus. My best friend's a Taurus. Aquarius and Taurus. Ooh, earth sign. Keep that air sign grounded. It's a beautiful thing. So we got 3 cards for Taurus, and they are all in the upright. So shout out to you. As I've been letting people know, for this reading, which is my first Taurus reading on YouTube, I am doing using the Teach Me Tarot cards that I have. That just I got the deck from Amazon. I'm not gonna pick it up because if I pick it up, if I see it, I gotta read it. And then my little book that came with I almost knocked the cards over. My book that came with my first tarot deck, which is the Everyday Tarot deck. And again, I'm using this book because it reads upright in reverse, and I like that. The cards I'm using because I'm from the Show Me State. So for me, it's nice to be able to show your clients for themselves, and even sometimes I let them read it. Read it for yourself. I'm just a messenger. I'm just pulling out what needs to be seen or heard or known, and then after that, we'll work through the interpretation together. And that is just to kind of create like a non-biased situation. Like, people always want to shoot the messenger. Don't shoot me, okay? So Taurus, here are your 3 cards, and again, I'm going to give you the dual understandings. The energy when I started thinking about doing these readings for November was Jill Scott. You're getting in the way of what I'm feeling. So I hope there's nobody getting in your way. I want to try to focus on, what's coming, and I didn't really say if it was good or bad. So we're going to get what we're going to get. And then, so it's just 3 cards. Little quick, short, not too short, but reading just to give you some heads up on what's coming for you this month, in this new month for November. So with that being said, let's get into your cards. Like I said, if I was reading to my client live in person, the cards would be facing you, and that is how we're going to look at the cards. So with that being said, first up, we have a 7. And it's actually the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands. And to give you some information, your solar plexus, which I believe is beneath your heart chakra, it embodies Mars, which I'm pretty sure Mars is the planet of war, and he looked like he's defending his territory. So, like I said, not good or bad. I didn't ask for good or bad. I just want to know what's coming so we could be prepared for it this month. Leo energy. Okay. The king of the jungle. This one is a no. It is a fire card, which Leo is a fire sign. So there's definitely some shakeup going on. At the bottom of the card, it says defensive, strong-willed, determined, protectiveness, perseverance, persistence, fighting for what you think is right. I like that. We should all do that. We should, well, not all of it, because, defensive, and sometimes we can be too strong-willed. But, determined, protective, just, not overprotective. But, somebody's preparing for battle. Somebody's preparing for war. It's interesting energy. So next, behind that, we have the the 9 of Pentacles, and this is good energy. Less fight, more focus on, happy feelings. I hear that song, happy feelings in the air. So maybe we're coming out of a battle, or there's a battle going on and we are just, above it. Like, this person is so above fighting with anybody, peacefully in her own zone. Got to work on that. Where's the focus? But this card is the sacral chakra, and the sacral is underneath the solar plexus. It's kind of close to where the man parts or the lady parts are. In all honesty, I think they say it's like inside your navel or beneath it. This one is Venus, so we got Mars and Venus. Ooh. And then Virgo energy, which again, is a good sign. Just like Taurus, it's that earth sign that gets that grounding. So I like it. This is a yes, and this one is Earth. So one of the things they do sometimes when they put out a fire is they put something on top of it, like to smother it. So that's good energy as I'm thinking about it. And this one says abundance, elegance, luxury, self-sufficiency, and independence, material security, and rewarded efforts. Like I said, this person ain't fighting with nobody. How I go, I ain't stressing the day. I ain't stressing the day. You know what I'm saying? I ain't stressing the day. I ain't stressing the day. So it's good stuff. Like, Earth is grounding, keeping yourself grounded, both feet on the ground. So this is good energy, especially if you're coming from this place of fighting to this place of, calm and peace, and knowing that you did what you were supposed to do. So you're going to reap the rewards and benefit from your proper actions that you took. So I like that. Next, we have the Lovers. And the Lovers card, again, for you is in the upright. And the Lovers card in the upright, which is major arcana. So it's one of those cards that is like, carry some weight. When you see people or you hear people talk about major arcana, like those are those, cards that emphasize big things, big changes, big movement, big whatever, yeah. So the Lovers. And since it is the Lovers, of course, it is the heart chakra. Makes sense. Mercury. We have Gemini, which those twins, either the twins of sin or, the twins that get it in, This one is a yes. So we got 2 yeses and a no. This is an air card. Okay, so Lovers does represent Gemini, with the 2. So it's a good thing. And we almost got the elements covered. All we're missing is water. Not gonna go there. But I do like to ponder, and I like, to take some time to think, and, like that whiteboard, you start writing things out, and, all of a sudden you got this lovely collage, or, I can't think of the word I'm thinking of because I don't really do them, but maybe not a bad idea. Brainstorming, that brainstorming moment, where you can kind of look at all things and then put things where they belong, or put things together, or remove what doesn't fit. So maybe that's something you need to do. So the card has a little saying on it. The major arcana in this deck, they all do, and it says, I will use my wisdom to make important choices. So choices and decisions, like one and the same. Choices, decisions, one and the same. On the bottom of the card, it says love, partnerships, harmony, unity, values, soulmates, choices, attraction, and made for each other. That's nice. So, interesting. Looking at these, and I'm gonna turn them towards me just so I can really see, because looking at these things together, it's like there was a battle that was taking place, and somebody fought the fight in the right way. Some people fight dirty, so somebody fought the fight in the right way, and they're about to be rewarded for it. Maybe it was both. If it was both, that's great, because then that means, the things will be healed, and the situation will come to a happy conclusion, good Lord willing. Don't judge me. I'm a spiritualist who was raised in the Christian church. I'm non-denominational. I wear St. Christopher. I just believe in a higher power. I don't care what you call it. I just like that we embrace, and give gratitude to whoever, whatever you call your creator. That's just me. No judgment zone, to each their own. So from the book, let's get into the book, because I'd love to see how the book interprets it, because the book does upright and reverse. Like I said, when I do readings, read it or weep. It ain't me. It's your energy, which is what I focused on when I was shuffling and pulling cards. So the Lovers, again, it is Gemini energy. In the upright, it says you have a beautiful, soul-honoring connection with one another. You successfully integrate dual forces into a unified state. You face a choice of the highest moral ground. And let me just go back, because it's like I wanted to go backwards this time. And maybe we need to hear this part twice, because I am going to read it in the right way. But I went straight to it, so let's just marinate on it. There's definitely something that was worth fighting for. So that sounds beautiful to me. So let's go as they came out in order. 7 of Wands, according to the book, and the upright says you are okay, now it's making sense. Like making sense. Like I say, that black and white, what you gonna argue with? The author. So Taurus, 7 of Wands says you are in an inevitable position. You have worked hard to get where you are, but other people want what you have and are prepared to fight you for it. Protect your territory and stand up for what you believe in. Told you, there's a fight. This person has, when you first start building that fort, you got to start with the foundation. So preparing to defend itself. Holidays put us in that place, coming together with people that we don't usually entertain, and then now here we are in a room together, eating macaroni and cheese and green beans a la Dean. So, just keep your guard up a little bit, just be ready. But let's go to this 9 of Pentacles, because before I say anything else, this is the energy, that we need to be in. So we're ready, right? What do they say? Expect the best, but prepare for the worst. And so now we have the 9 of Pentacles. And I'm just thinking Virgo, because my mother's a Virgo. And, ooh, baby, if there's a fight, she ready. If it's peaceful, she ready. So, sometimes we have to invoke those energies, but in our own way, okay? So, the 7 of Pentacles. See, we know it's the 9, but sometimes Spirit does this to me. So, I'm going to read you the 7 of Pentacles in the upright, because I went to it and I'm just there. Like, that's where I'm supposed to be. So, there's a lot coming out here. I don't know who needs to hear it, but I hope you're listening. So, the 7 of Pentacles in the upright says you are prepared to put in the hard work. Now, to reap the rewards later. You know this is a long-term game, and you may not see immediate results. You've done what you can. Now it's time to patiently wait for it to pay off. And again, That's why this person ain't fighting, because they already did what they were supposed to do. She chilling, she peaceful, she is patiently just being patient. I know it sounds crazy, but I mean, you don't need to rephrase it. Like, it's very upfront and direct. So now going actually to the Nine of Pentacles, in the upright it says, you have created abundance. Now enjoy the fruits of your labor. Don't be afraid to splurge on something special for yourself. Use your wealth to create financial independence in the long term. And that is, when you put the two together, you know what I'm saying? It's just making sense. You know, you're prepared for this just battle. You're on guard. But you chilling. You know, you good. You chilling, you peaceful. You know, you put in the work, you did what you're supposed to do. And now you're at a place where you're going to be patient and wait for that blessing to drop down on you. Wait for the time to come where you reap what you've sown. So I like it. Last up, the Lovers. And again, I'm gonna read it again. We're gonna go back to it because definitely, you know, it wants to be heard. It means to be heard. So in the upright, you have a beautiful soul honoring connection with another. You successfully integrate dual forces into a unified state. You face the choice of the highest moral ground. And me and my friend were just talking about this, how when you start gelling with somebody, because she's, you know, gelling with somebody. Now, here come people out the blue, out the woodwork, disturbing the peace. You know, I don't know why it works like that. Like, when you single, you be single. But when you're in a relationship, you're with somebody, then all of a sudden, you know, when you start dating somebody, you really like them, then here come these little, you know, spirits. We'll be nice. We'll call them spirits. Here come these spirits trying to, you know, poke their little head, test the water, check your temperature, all of those things. So all I'm going to say to you is, Taurus, just be ready, you know, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. But also don't be afraid to, you know, enjoy yourself. Don't be afraid to treat yourself to something. You know, if you work hard, all work and no fun, you know, is not the way to live. So we all have to take some time, you know, treat ourselves to something somehow, some way. But just know that there's something solid that you have that nobody can take it away from you. So regardless of what people are trying to do, I don't want to be profane just out the gate, but you know, bump them, girl. You know, bump them. You know what I mean? Bump them, girl. Bump them, girl. You know, or guy, bump them, friend. Bump them, because I can't call you a boy, man. Bump them. You know. So that's your short. We gonna definitely get into, you know, some longer readings. But just a little something to prepare yourself for November and what's coming. And you know what I'm saying? Just don't worry about a damn thing. Don't worry about a damn thing. Just me and you. Baby. Whatever you got cooking with, whoever you cooking it with, don't let nobody come in between it. Like, I just peeked at the bottom of the deck, and that Three of Swords energy where somebody trying to come in, disturbing the peace, don't let them do it. Don't. Okay? So, see you next time, Taurus. Taisha, the tarot card reader, and I hope y'all, you know, give me a shot, you know, like, subscribe. You ain't even gotta share it unless you know somebody need to hear it. Then you better share it. Okay? Peace out. Later.